Have you ever seen horror movies? Have you ever seen, haunted house movies and generally ghost movies and demon movies? If you did, you probably know who the Warren couple is. They were investigating haunted ghost cases with paranormal activities and whatnot. Lorraine Warren was known to have, psychic abilities. She could see things and, feel things in a house. The Conjuring movies are about them, right? And even now, there's gonna be a new movie coming out in fucking, I don't know when, next year sometime. And now, because they investigate a lot of haunted cases, they kind of know what to do with ghosts and haunted objects and whatnot, right? So what they did was keep them in their house, right? Like they had the literal Annabelle doll in their house, right? But it was okay. There was a priest that was coming for them, every now and then to bless the house, bless the items in their, their attic or whatever, But like they had to keep these things in their house because, they knew what to do if those things were to go wild. Now, I don't know whether if you believe in ghosts or not, but, these objects are notoriously, haunted. Like, even if it's just, I don't know, on another frequency and that's why shit happens around them. I don't know, like, when you have these objects, shit just happens, We can say it's haunted. Now, I don't know whether you know it or not, but I really like fun. I like to laugh. I like to have fun. I like to make jokes. And that's why, I watch a lot of comedians, especially, on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube Shorts, whatever, right? And there's a guy, Matt Rife. Now, this guy is a comedian. He's, like 29 years old, something like that. No, actually, I knew it because I just looked it up. I don't know why I pretended I didn't know. And so Matt Rife is a comedian. He's pretty funny and he's talented, of course. Like, I actually used to watch him and whatnot. He's funny. He has millions of followers across multiple platforms, but I think this guy is crazy. And let me tell you why. This guy just did the whitest shit that you can ever do, right? There are some horror movies where protagonists do wrong choices, bad choices that ultimately equal them being killed or something worse, Now, Matt Rife has purchased the Warren house after the couple passed away. Why? Who made you buy it? Why did you fucking buy it? Okay? Like, you can do some white ass shit in this world, but like, why do you want to buy a house full of haunted objects? I mean, don't get me wrong. It's a cool idea. I would probably go and visit the house, but to own it? Like, I don't know. But I guess the guy wants to make a tourist attraction out of it if he's not dumb, or I don't know, he maybe just has a king for haunted fucking objects. I don't know. Maybe he wants to do a Saturday night special with the Annabelle doll, We can know this. You know what? Actually, I'm gonna look it up. Why did Matt Rife purchase the house? Matt Rife purchase the one.
Would you spend the night in the same home as the doll from the Annabelle movie? Well, comedian Matt Rife just announced he's now the legal guardian of the doll and plans to open the Monroe, Connecticut house Annabelle lives in for overnight stays and museum tours.
I have just bought the Ed and Lorraine Warren's home and occult museum with my very good friend Elton Castay. We are the legal guardians and caretakers of all 750 haunted artifacts and items in the Warren Museum, including the Annabelle doll.
However, Rife says he and Castay do not legally own the items. Ed and Lorraine Warren were paranormal investigators who traveled around the world investigating more than 3,000 paranormal and supernatural disturbances, according to The Demonologist, a book that details their careers. The couple published numerous books about their exploits and inspired a string of Hollywood hits, including the Amityville Horror, The Conjuring, and the Annabelle movie franchises.
This might be the most important and prominent piece of paranormal history in the world, but if you follow ghost stuff, this is about as big as it gets.
Look, I'm not saying that, they will die because they purchased those items and whatnot. But I mean, look, if I give it a second thought, I mean, it's just smart money making, right? Like, these are famous objects. It's a famous house. If you are into horror movies or, just haunted houses or ghost stories or whatever, like, if you're interested in these things, you know about this house. You know about the people who own this house, right? The couple. Ed and Lorraine Warren. And I mean, look, it's a good idea, but still, would I want to own this fucking house? I probably not, But would I go and visit there alongside other people, not just be me by myself? Maybe, probably, I'm also white. I'm also stupid in these things. But I mean, no, it was just so weird that Matt Rife bought it. I would never expected, even if I would have had to guess who buys a house like that. Somehow I wouldn't expect him, a comedian, to make a purchase like this. But I mean, look, in terms of, money, it makes sense. As I said, he will probably make a lot of money with it because, it's a unique house. Like, there's not many houses and many objects like that you can look at, But yeah, if he turns it into a museum or a hotel or whatever, I mean, it could work. It could work. A hotel, I don't know. I wouldn't want to be around a fucking haunted dolls during my sleep, But maybe just a museum would work, I could, yeah. No. I would probably, also visit it because I've seen the movies. I'm interested as well. But yeah. Anyways, good job, Matt Rife. I hope you see this video, and if Matt Rife comments under this video, I'm gonna go and check out the house. Of course, if he lets me, because he has to let me first. And even then, I will probably call a priest to go with me because I'm not scared, but like I'm concerned for my own safety because even if it comes to throwing hands, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing with a haunted doll. Okay, like can you throw hands with a ghost or a demon? Like that's a question we have to ask ourselves sometimes. But yeah, other than that, yeah. Hope you enjoyed this video and yeah, peace. And if you want to know any other stuff, any other haunted or interesting stuff around the world, just stay tuned. Bye.